Yes, welcome everybody to another video, and no, the title does not lie. We are driving from the UK to Sweden to buy a new camera. So this will be the first ever international trip in 𝘧𝘧𝘧𝘪𝘭𝘪𝘢, and I'm very excited, so strap yourselves in for what is sure to be an epic landscape photography road trip as we drive, camp and photograph our way through 4 different countries. There is nobody here. All right, so we are through. Got through security, no problem, which is always good. Now, you'll have to forgive me. I'm not going to tell you what camera it is that I'm going to Sweden to buy. I'm going to save the big reveal until next week's video. However, I'm pretty sure most of you can guess what it is because there are going to be lots of clues in this video. And every time there's a clue, I'm going to put this symbol just here. And the first clue is the fact that I'm actually driving to Sweden. So there you go, clue number 1.
Let's take a ride. I've got the perfect place in mind. We've got an hour or so to hide. Montenegro, love of mine. Just one more bed. Let's find a brook or stream, my friend. Who cares if we're a little late again?
And welcome to the Netherlands. So here we are in the Netherlands. Now I thought it would be far more interesting than rather drive straight through to Sweden. We actually stop at every single country that we're passing through and enjoy a bit of landscape photography. So of course my first country is the Netherlands. I've never visited the Netherlands before, so it would just be a great shame to not see a bit of the country and try and photograph some of it. Now I've got an idea of what it is I want to shoot, so I need to drive south to Rotterdam. Now I do have a park up in mind for Rotterdam, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous. You see, I always prioritize my photography location over my camping location because that's ultimately why I'm here. And I thought, as it's my first night in the Netherlands, and strictly speaking, wild camping is not permitted here, well, I thought I'd treat myself to a campsite. So it just so happens that there is a campsite right by my photography spot that I want to shoot tonight or tomorrow morning. But there is one bit of a problem, and yeah, the reviews of the campsite do not fill me with confidence. 1 star out of 5. Avoid at all costs parking lot with toilets. 1 out of 5. Unfriendly staff. 1 out of 5. Worst holiday experience ever. 2 grumpy owners ruined the experience. Alright, so it looks like I'm going into a pedestrian zone. Admittedly, not a wilderness area. We'll get more of that as we go north towards Sweden. Hey, I'd like to stay here tonight.
Yes, over there.
Okay, do I need to get a ticket or pay?
Yeah,
Or?
you get a ticket and then you pay when you leave.
Perfect, thank you. That's great, thank you very much.
Look for a place.
Thank you. Well, I don't know what all these reviews were talking about. This guy being grumpy, he was nice as pie. So we've got a ticket, we just find our space, job's a good one. And I think this will do nicely. Right, so I just made myself a coffee. I've got to say, this place is all right. I mean, the review that described it as basically a car park with toilets is absolutely spot on. That's exactly what it is. There's a toilet, there's a shower you've got to pay for, and it's a big gravel path, but it's fairly quiet, it's fairly flat and comfortable, and I don't know what I was really expecting, but the campsite isn't important. What it's close by is important, and that's where we're going to go right after I've had this coffee. Got myself a fresh croissant. Unfortunately, I wanted a pain au chocolat, but they didn't have any, so plain butter croissant will do me. So let me talk you through what cameras I have with me on this trip, because I've brought a few. So for this evening's shoot, we'll be on the standard Nikon Z7 II, but I also have with me my Instax Square instant film camera, and of course, you didn't think we'd do a road trip like this without some proper film photography. I've got my Hasselblad 501cm, and of course, a bag full of film, including 35mm film, Portra 160 to be precise. Well, we are getting very close to our destination, a little bit further than I thought. I might have underestimated the distance from the van to the beginning of the shooting location, so we're pushing 30 minutes now. All right, so here we are, Kinderdijk. So this shot's okay, it is a bit basic, but there's one little detail that I find really interesting. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see it. Hang on. So there's a little house, a little building next to the windmill, and it's got 3 windows. Now the reflection of that wooden shed, that building, in the reflection, those 3 windows are glowing orange as they somehow reflect the setting sun. But when you look at the actual windows, they're just black, they're not reflecting anything. So at the minute my brain's a little bit confused as to why the reflection of the window is reflecting the sun, but the actual windows are not reflecting the sun. Well, it's a shame the light never really kicked off like I'd hoped it would. There's obviously too much cloud around, but it is lovely. What a beautiful evening. And we have a shot, and that's the main thing, 1 shot per country. Actually, we've got 2 shots because we've got the instant Polaroid shot, which isn't Polaroid, it's Instax. But yeah, I don't think there's too much sense in waiting here any longer. We've got the shot. Back to the van. Right, so tonight's culinary delight is chicken with a bit of nice soft cheese cooked in there. I've got some naan breads, I've got some Tabasco sauce, and I've got some garlic mayonnaise. So it's basically chicken and bread. I tell you what, I am looking forward to this. So this evening's photo shoot I didn't think was that great, to be honest with you. I think my expectations were too high, and I don't have much time now. I could go back tomorrow morning, and if the weather forecast was looking like it was going to be like perfect conditions, I probably would go back. But I have to drive all the way to Hamburg tomorrow, which is like a 6-hour journey where I'm going to meet an old friend of the channel. Some of you might know him, so. Okay. Ooh. Right guys, I am in bed and I will see you all in the morning. Big drive to Germany tomorrow, very excited. And also, yeah, but not really looking forward to the long drive, but it's gonna be a good day. hopefully. Night, everyone. Morning, everybody. Had a great night's sleep last night, so now we're going to have to depart for Germany.
I have a good feeling, staring at the starry ceiling, a dream in my heart. Yeah, this is just the start. My suitcase is packed and I'm wheeling.
Must remember to drive on the right-hand side of the road.
I'm on the move.
Okay, so I think... yes, we are in Germany, ladies and gentlemen. Willkommen. Welcome to Germany. I wasn't sure. There's no borders. The signs and language changes. All right, so I've just stopped for a quick break. You can see the van there. She's doing very well. We are well into Germany now, but it's all been motorway driving, so there's not really anything that exciting happening or anything to report. But yeah, within a couple of hours, we should be in Hamburg, and we are going to shoot the city of Hamburg. So a little bit of city street photography, something like that, with a friend of mine who I'm sure a lot of you will know. So we'll have 5 minutes, and then yeah, back on the road for more motorway driving. All right. I tell you what, I am looking forward to getting out of this driver's seat. Let me tell you that. Not long to go now. Not long to go. So this trip is actually turning into a far more expensive trip than I realised, purely because the price of fuel in Europe, I mean, it's high in the UK, but it's a lot higher in Europe. So if you don't mind, I just want to give a quick read for today's sponsor, which is MPB. Now, if you don't know who MPB are, they're a place where you can sell them your gear. So if you've got cameras you want to sell, you want to upgrade, they give great prices, it's faff free. I've sold to them myself. I sold them my Canon 5D Mark IV. You input the details of your camera gear, you let them know what condition it's in, and then they offer you a price, you accept it, you print out a shipping label, job done. But as well as selling them your gear, you can also buy used gear, and you can just do a straight up trade as well if you prefer that. So big thank you to MPB for sponsoring this video. So if you've got gear, buy, sell and trade at mpb.com. All right, cheers guys, I appreciate that. Almost there now, flipping Nora, almost there. Oh, the cobbled streets of Hamburg. I think we just passed it. Oh God, why have I got a feeling this is wrong? No, this is not right. Right, we're gonna have to reverse out and find somewhere to park. All right, I am completely lost.
Yo,
I think I'm here, but I really don't know.
okay, just stay on the road. I'll be there in 1 minute, all right?
Hello.
So you got your choice here.
Okay.
You can either park in this one right here in front of the wall,
Yeah.
or in that one right there.
All right. Oh. All right, so we have arrived in Hamburg, and I'm sure most of you know Mr. Greg Snell.
But welcome to Germany. We've got time for one photo, I think.
I'm going to speak quietly. This is where I'm sleeping tonight, in this courtyard. So we're right downtown in Hamburg, and I'm going to be stealthing in the van, so fingers crossed we don't get disturbed. But we should go. We literally have an hour or two train into the city, and Greg is going to take me to, what is it, the best photo in Hamburg?
Well, there's a lot of photos in the city, bud, but I think this is one of the most unique photos that I've captured here, and I've been shooting here for a couple of years. I know it pretty well. So we're going to a very nice part of Hamburg to show you guys a little bit of the city.
Sweet, let's go.
This is how I found all the staircases.
Maybe this is a good time to tell you that I'm scared of lifts.
Oh,
That's right. As long as it doesn't get stuck, we'll be okay.
it's stuck. No. Did you bring any food?
I'm taking the stairs back.
Yeah, really.
So, I don't know if you all know this, but Greg is getting a bit of a reputation for becoming a staircase guy. And this is one of his examples. It's fantastic. Let's get in the lift. I do not do lifts. So we are taking the long way down, which I feel much better about. This might be a potential Germany photograph. Okay, so I'm currently in the foyer of this building photographing a Greg Snell special staircase. I'm surprised we haven't been kicked out, but I guess I'm just a cynic and we seem to be fine. And the shot is very straightforward. F11, all the way up the staircase. There's not much more to it than that. I'm not very good there. I can't really... Right, he's gone. He's gone. So there was like a janitor type person here, but he doesn't seem bothered. He's not bothered by me and Greg being in here filming and taking photographs. We're not really, we're not in the way or anything, but I assumed we were going to get kicked out, so I couldn't do this piece to camera, but here we are. We have the foyer to ourselves. So what was I saying? I'm at about 28mm, f11, shooting straight up the staircase. It actually looks fantastic. I'm focused pretty much to infinity, which is the top of the staircase, and this is my first photograph ever in Germany. Okay, so a bit of a problem. As you can see, it's incredibly dark now. There is apparently lots of wonderful photography to be had just on this quayside, this riverside. But as you can see, pitch black, man, absolutely pitch black. And we think that because of the current situation with the energy in Europe, basically cities are choosing not to put on their external lights to save energy. So our best shot in Hamburg might be down the 𝘧𝘧𝘪𝘭𝘬𝘴. we might just be going on with a staircase shot. Let's see, Greg is asking a local business owner to see if they can advise. I was correct, it's the energy crisis, so all of the buildings, all of the lights that illuminate the buildings, not happening. So yeah, I think we're just stuck with the staircase now, so back to the van. Well, back to the van for me.
See you later.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Yeah. Where are you off to next?
Bed.
Yeah. Nice.
No, off to Denmark. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna put my stuff in the van and try and be cash.
All right.
All right, man.
Good night, buddy. See you next week.
Yeah. See you then. Bye. Okay, guys, we are now engaging stealth mode, which is probably why the lighting looks a little bit weird. But we are in this courtyard in the middle of Hamburg, man. I am city centre, but it's pretty quiet here. And I have no worries about, getting away with sleeping in the van tonight, but I can't have all the lights on and go for a walk around outside. So I'm just going to have a quick snack, a drink, and then get down to bed, because tomorrow, driving to Denmark and then into Sweden to pick up the new camera. So make sure you join me next week. But I hope you've enjoyed this little jaunt, shall we call it, through the Netherlands into Germany. And yeah, onwards to Sweden. All right. I'll see you all next time. Cheers, guys. Bye.